So the Star Seller program for Etsy just got announced today, and you might be wondering, what does that have to do with your shop and how do you become a Star Seller? So in this video, I'm going to be giving an overview of the Star Seller program, what it is, how your shop can become a Star Seller, and then what specifically this means for sticker shops or just shops that don't already offer tracking info because we use stamps. So let's get on to the video. Okay, so you see my Star Seller tab open right now, and this basically gives an overview of what you need and what the program is. Go over the stats for your shop for the last 3 months and see if your shop qualifies to become a Star Seller. So what are the eligibilities? 100% message response rate, and this has to be a message response rate for 24 hours. So you have to respond to people's messages within 24 hours. And then 5-star ratings, it has to be 95% or more. And then on-time shipping and tracking, which means on-time shipping based on the settings for your shop. And also you have to have tracking info, which you see is a problem for my shop because I use stamps. And we'll talk about that later in the video on how you can add tracking info for the same price as stamps. And then the minimum amount of orders, which is 10. And then minimum sales, which is $300. So another note is because if you're a new seller, you have to at least 90 days after your first sale on Etsy to have a Star Seller badge. So that's just a note for new sellers. And as you can see on the website, it says that that the Star Seller badge will get buyers to trust you more, and then Etsy will apparently promote Star Sellers more and possibly be featured, and then opportunity for increased sales. Basically, if you provide good customer service, people will more likely come back, I guess. And so that's just what Etsy says, and I think that it's probably a good idea for every shop to try and to become a Star Seller. Obviously, sometimes maybe it's impossible for your shop to become one because maybe, I don't know, your order amount, you have like really expensive items, so you can't really have 10 orders within those 3 months, or you have problems with like message response rates. I know I saw a video recently that was like Etsy was calculating their message response rate really weird, and they had a higher actual message response rate than what Etsy calculated for them. So hopefully they try and fix that soon. And obviously there's going to be problems with this because it's just the first rolling out right now. Yeah, so that's an overview of the program basically. As you can see, there's also an Etsy U Star Seller workshop coming soon, and I'm gonna guess that's probably just Etsy like creating like some sort of course or something to become a Star Seller, but I guess we'll know about that soon. And if you see this question, does Star Seller impact my search rating? At this time, Star Seller does not impact your search rating, but something tells me that Etsy is going to be implementing something like that soon, where it will impact, or at least it will indirectly impact your search ranking, because maybe buyers will be a lot more trusting in your shop, or would be more likely to buy from your shop if you have the Star Seller thing. So now I'm going to be talking about specifically how you can add tracking info to your shop if you use stamps right now. The bad thing is that it's not going to be using stamps. So if you use stamps and you bought them in bulk, then you might want to like either save those for some other time or just like use them up. So basically how you add tracking info to your orders for the same price as a stamp would be is actually through Etsy. So you can go to your orders and shipping right now. As you can see, I have one order here, and you just click on the get shipping labels, and it looks kind of intimidating and you have to do some specific things right now. So basically for package type, you just do a letter or whatever your package is. I'm going to be talking about stickers specifically because I know that a lot of sticker stores just send their stickers in envelopes with stamps. So basically you have to, for the 55-cent shipping rate like a stamp would be, you basically have to choose letter, and then package weight would be 1 ounce, and then length, it has to be at least 3.5 inches high and 5 inches long and 0.007 inches thick, but no more than 6 1/8 inches high, 11 1/2 inches long, and 1/4 inch thick. So just like the USPS letter dimensions. For this, the length and width, and we can just set the height to 0.004 or something like that. within, just something within the dimensions. And if you're selling stickers, like, you don't really have to like measure it, because if you're just selling stickers, it's not going to be that thick anyways. And I mean, I don't know who has like a ruler that goes like that small. It's kind of hard to measure precisely. And for delivery service, so as you can see, I have the USPS first class mail available, and this is 55 cents, the same price as a stamp. So basically that's how you make a shipping label, and then you just review your purchase, and then you'll be able to print your shipping label from Etsy, and then that will give you a tracking number that you can use to track on Etsy, and that should work for the tracking number requirement for Etsy. And we're not actually going to be doing it for this order, because this order is prints and it's going to be bigger than a letter. And you can do this for things bigger than a letter too, but it's going to be more expensive, obviously. I think it's actually like the same price as stamps still. I hope this video is helpful. It's just like a short video on new Etsy program, Star Sellers, and how you become one, what it is, and how sticker businesses might be affected. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and consider looking at my other videos. I don't know, subscribe, like, and I hope to see you sometime later. Bye!